Hello and welcome to the month in review for August 2020. I am Jonathan, the lead game designer, and I am joined by no one except for myself today. It's late at night, so I'm having to be just a little bit quiet. Now, I have been hard at work anyways, with Primus Star. Terminal Velocity, I sadly have not gotten too much done on. I do really need to work more on that. I know that me and Ian, our fellow programmer, we're going to be getting back to work on that actually this coming month. And hopefully we can actually get through it and finish it this coming month. In fact, I really want to get to a point where we can actually show off the kind of finished game. Maybe not polished yet, but finished game by the end of this coming month. So that's something that I'm really excited about. Primus Star Second Edition is coming along fantastically. The website worldanvil.com with Primus Star is coming along really well. I have been updating a few things here and there while also trying to update the features. I know on Mondays we've actually been doing work on Primus Star and other Evil Pig projects. So yeah, that's on twitch.com. So that's Evil Pig Production, well, twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions, always on Monday, typically at 12 p.m. CDT. So if you ever want to go and see Evil Pig do things and make things and, our projects, go and check us out on twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions. It was twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions. So yeah, we've been working on. I've been working on Primus Star. I know that Gil, our artist who was in here last time, he's been working on some artwork for Primus Star, but college has started back up again for him, so he's back to his studies, back working on that. So I've been having to pick up some more of the slack and everything with what's going on, which is normal for me. I'm fine with that. I am completely fine with that. I do know that I still have a lot of stuff to do for features. I know that I have actually been cleaning out the features in Primus Star Second Edition, primarily taking the features from Primus Star First Edition, looking at them, judging them very intently, and saying, is this feature even really needed? Is this feat the thing that actually benefits the game as a whole for the player? And if not, I get rid of it. If it does only slightly, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be getting rid of it as well. So I'm actually going to be checking my list again. So yeah, I made my list. I'm going to check it once, and then I'm going to check it twice. I'm the Santa Claus of Primus Star, and I'm gonna see what is good and what is not. I want to try and make the features more powerful, I guess I could say. Like they actually mean something whenever you take them. But we will cross that bridge whenever we're getting there. I know for Terminal Velocity, last time we were working on it, we were onto a phase where we actually were getting some kind of velocity mechanic in the game. We still have a lot of work to do for the velocity mechanic. Who knew that trying to create your own momentum in a game, your own momentum and gravity in a game, is pretty difficult. I kind of knew whenever I started to get into it, but I was not expecting it to be this difficult. So that's been fun. I'm gonna tell you right now, by the way, that this is gonna be a short podcast. This is more of just gonna be like an update vid. In fact, I really wanted to call it a podcast. I would call it an update vid, but I will extend it out to a considerable length just to get all those juicy details out there. I know that our Twitch channel has actually been doing very well. I mean, we've been affiliate for a while, but more people have been coming in, got more followers, more people giving bits, more people donating. It's been a fantastic time over at the Evil Pig Twitch channel. YouTube has been falling behind. I know that we've actually been getting more followers, surprisingly. I haven't really uploaded any YouTube videos in a while, but we surprisingly have gotten more followers in our absence. So I need to start uploading more videos on that platform. I know that our Twitter and our Facebook have also been getting more people interested. So we've been going good on that front. Patreon has still just been steady. I mean, it's been the way that it's been for a long time now, which is fine. At least it's a steady source of income, essentially for Evil Pig Productions. So I'm fine with that. But guys, I have been loving doing the Twitch streaming and also working on Primus Star. I know that we have a few people gonna do run through some alpha testing for Primus Star Second Edition. I know that the first few sessions are probably not going to be streamed. We talked about possibly recording them just for archiving. So we might do that. I might do that. I'm not totally sure, but I know that later on, whenever things get more, I guess, finished, more polished for Primus Star Second Edition, we will start to stream the session and go through with it on Twitch. I don't know when we will do that, what day we will do that. It might be on Mondays, like some Mondays, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, it has been fantastic working on everything, especially with World Anvil. I love that website and how everything is put together. I love how I can go in there, create the article, and make it so it fits in with where it needs to fit in. It fits in with the world. It's a fantastic website. If you are some kind of story developer, an author, or a DM, or anything like that, I highly suggest you get into World Anvil or any website like that. The World Anvil I really do enjoy. I know that one of my friends, he uses, I want to say it's D&D Beyond or something like that, or was it Roll20? I can't remember, but they also have a sort of world development process thing, but I like World Anvil the most. I have to say, I feel like their world building tools are more refined, I guess. I'm not totally sure. I don't know how to explain it, but I do really like World Anvil. Is this the World Anvil shout out video? Am I sponsored by World Anvil? No, I just really like the program. I just really like the website. Now I will say that I want to say the next thing that we want to do in Terminal Velocity, going back to the phone app game, the next thing that I want to do is I want to get like I was saying, we got the momentum kind of down, like we got it started and everything, but I want to get that finished. I want to get a solid base for momentum before we move on to adding enemies or anything like that, because we got our character and we got a few blocks in there for obstacles. Those are the two things that we really need just to test out momentum. I want to get that core feature down first. I want to make sure that it feels good just to see the character speed up and slow down depending on what is going on with the character. After we're done with that, then I'll start to add in more things like the enemies, more obstacle layouts, things like that. But I want to make sure it is fun to play first. Of course, that is the main goal for me with creating a game. I want to make sure that the core concept is there, the main mechanics are there, and they are fun. So that's the first thing that I want to do with Terminal Velocity. I don't know when I'll work on that again. More than likely, I'll actually start to work on it tomorrow. I'll have to talk to Ian. We'll see what we can do. If Ian isn't there, then I'll just start to work on it myself, and I'm sure that I can find out how to do things. I can scrounge around and everything. Am I a good coder? Debatable. I'm more of a person who can look at code and figure out if something is wrong, if someone else has coded it. But if I code it, then I typically can't really see what went wrong. I don't know why that is. It's kind of strange. It's sort of like picture a person making a car, and if they make the car, they don't know what's wrong with it, if it's not working. But then if someone else makes the car, they can look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, wait a second. No, there's the problem. I know that's the problem, and that's the problem. Yeah, it fixed both of those things, and then after they fix that, it works perfectly." Yeah, I'm like that. If I make the car, I have no idea what's wrong with it if it doesn't run. Um, that honestly doesn't surprise me with how I make computers, because sometimes I make computers and I have no idea why it's not running. But then someone else comes in and says, "Oh, that might be why," and then I look at it and was like, "Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, that is why. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but eh, so it happens. It happens all the time. Don't worry about it." Speaking of which, that is the catchphrase for my Twitch channel. Don't worry about it. I always say that. I don't know why I always say that, but it's weird. Um, oh, another fun thing that has been happening is I have been getting back into my artistic phase. So I don't know if you could really call it a phase. I've started to get more artistic again. Um, Started to draw a whole lot every single day. It seems like I have been doodling and sketching and drawing out things. I know that it's really been helping with Twitch as well, with making intro screens, BRB screens, emotes, anything like that. That's been fantastic. It's really been helping me actually have a goal, I guess, in mind for art besides just working on terminal velocity, Primastar, and other things like that. It's something different, I guess. It's something new. That would be something, I guess. Something new. It's always nice to get yourself out of a rut and start to do something more interesting or something different. Just something different. It's not more interesting. It's just new. Um, I want to say that's a big thing for depression, things like that. With you being stuck doing something over and over and over again, you get stuck in a routine. Routines are nice, but every so often you do want some spontaneity. You want something different to happen in your life. So that has been helping out a whole lot recently. Um, I want to say that Gil, he's at like I said, he's back to studying, he's back to college and everything, working on all that. So the actual planet descriptions and things like that will start to lax. I already know that, but I will like I said try and pick up the slack, and I'm going to go ahead and start to work on some of my own solar systems. We already had the sectors and everything done, all of them. So every single sector for every race in Primastar is done. So I'll start to work on the solar systems for like I'll pick one sector and I'll work on the solar systems in that one sector. I don't know which solar system I will work on first. I'm thinking maybe the Plumerian first, or quite possibly the Volpa. The Volpa is pretty fun, or the Fulainen, because they're actually the race from Feline Frontier, which is a game that's still there. We still have all the files for it. We will go back and work on it. Trust me, we will. I love that game too much to just not work on it again. It's just COVID came at a strange time and it stopped production on that big project, so we had to start production on a smaller project like Terminal Velocity, which is funny. I still find it very funny. It's a smaller project, yet it's still taking so long just because of how much stuff is going on, how hectic it is. But it happens. We will get through it. We will do it, and we will prevail. We will strive and thrive. But guys, I'm pretty sure that is all the news that I could really share for this month. Honestly, for Evil Pig Productions, I know hasn't been that long of a video. It hasn't been that long of a podcast. It's like I said, it's more of an update video on what's going on with us. Um, but I mean, we have been working. It's just there's been a whole lot of other things going on with all the hectic stuff going on in the world right now. And also on my job, I currently am working nights, so I go in late and then I get out at around 1 in the morning. Really, technically 1:30 in the morning. So afterwards, I'm kind of spent, and then whenever I get up, it's hard to do anything. but I have still been working. Like I said, I've been doing artwork. I have been working on Primus Star feats. In fact, like I said, tomorrow for our stream for twitch.tv/Evil Productions, we will be working on more Primus Star feats and more Primus Star mechanics. After that, though, I will try and get a hold of Ian and we will work on terminal velocity. And if I don't get a hold of Ian, then I'll still work on terminal velocity. I mean, I just want to get through that project. It's not like a kind of thing where I want to just get it over and done with. It's more of just I want to actually do it, and maybe I do just want to get it over and done with. I don't want to just get it over and done with. I want to actually make it good, but I want to get an actual digital game for Evil Pig Productions out there, and not just a tabletop RPG. We had Feline Frontier, and that was going really well, but like I said, COVID-19 kind of got in the way of that, so we had to work on a smaller project. So I want to just get Terminal Velocity out there into the world, and I want it to be good, and I desperately want it to be just an amazing game. So far, it has the potential to be an amazing game, and I will strive to actually deliver on its potential and make it the best game that it can be. So you can hold me to that. You can hold Jonathan, CEO of Evil Pig Productions, to the whole ideal that this is going to be the best game that it can be. Terminal Velocity for Android and iOS. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for Android and iOS. Not totally sure the platforms yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for both of those, though. We'll just need to work on the code for whenever we're actually putting it into the engine for both of those platforms. But that'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll cross that bridge whenever we get there. Don't worry about it. But on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching the month in review for August 2020. I have been Jonathan Moore, the lead game designer and CEO of Evil Pig Productions, and your beautiful, beautiful host over on twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions. And just a beautiful, beautiful person all around, just like all of you listening now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you next month when we talk about, hopefully, Terminal Velocity going through and being in the beta stage. So that'll be fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time, see ya.